Hey guys, Dylan Cuesta here for FootageCrate.com. A lot of really cool stuff has been added to the site over the last few weeks, like multi-point muzzle flashes and cartoon action effects. There's also been a few motion graphics to give your titles an extra kick. Today I'm going to show you how to use these balloon pop assets in a way that might not be immediately apparent. When properly tweaked, these bad boys will give a three-dimensional edge to an explosion, specifically, a blood-splosion. This effect can be pulled off with three different elements: a primary blood burst, a splatter, and a balloon pop asset of your choice. For this one, I'm going to use number 1. I recommend using one of the bloody messy impacts for the main burst of blood, since those have dust clouds that give things a little more extra grit, and the older effect blood explosion makes for a good wall splatter. So we'll start from the ground up with our footage. Yeah, I'm a goof. A little too late to change that though, isn't it? Before doing any of the effects work, you want to make sure you've got proper coverage. Namely, you'll want one take, completely still, with sections that have your talent on screen and a sizable chunk without them on screen. You'll also want to be sure your actor performs some kind of motion that fits the effect, twitches, convulsions, etc. This will sell your effect further and give you a better idea of when to start doing the effects work. So we'll cut at this moment of action and trim out the footage of the actor leaving the screen. Now I'm there, now I'm not. Now let's bring on the gore. First we'll add our main burst of blood and make it man-sized, relatively speaking. We'll then drag it down a bit so it starts from the core of the actor and raise it up 2 layers in the timeline so it stays in the front of the action. Now for that balloon pop. We'll start the clip a few frames after it's left its initial orb form, and wrap those shards around the actor so it looks like they're coming off the body. I'm going to position the clip itself a frame or two after the main burst of blood kicks in, so we keep a subtle progression going. I also recommend speeding up the rate to go along with the effect we're trying to pull off. Then we'll go into our effects and pull out color replace. Select the white in the pop and choose a bloody red. We'll want to get something close to the blood in the other effects, dark enough to avoid looking cartoony, but light enough to distinguish between the layers of blood and to retain the overall redness. Be sure to raise the similarity value until the white outlines disappear. The last ingredient is to apply a blur to soften the edges and to give the illusion of fast movement. Then to smoothen everything we've got so far, I'm going to create a brief fade between our base shots. 2 or 3 frames will do it, just to make my exit a touch less jarring. Now that the foreground parts are done, all we need is a background element to fit it all into the environment. So I'll take our blood explosion and find an optimal moment to start the effect. I want to imply that the blood is spraying out almost instantaneously, so we'll trim out the first part where the blood flows up from the bottom. Then we'll place it around where our fade kicks in. Jack up the size to your liking and you're finished with the blood explosion. Now to make it all pop a bit more,
pun intended,
I'm going to nest the effect shot so I can manipulate everything simultaneously. I'll activate animation for the scale and rotation, zooming in then back out in less than a second. I'll then rotate everything back and forth a few degrees every couple of frames, not unlike an earthquake, before making it level again. And with that, we're finished. I hope you got an idea of where you can take these different effects with a little creativity. It's as easy as looking at the balloon assets and asking yourself, how can I make this bloody? But that's by no means the end of it. You can also take it a step further and simply add an additional pop and change the color to black, so both clothes and flesh are part of the explosion, as well as a POV blood hit to make it look like the camera is part of the fun. As I've stressed before, experiment however you like and find new ways to use the effects. Be sure to check back regularly for new effects, sounds, and pro-quality packs. Pro membership, which gives you unlimited access to everything and 1,000 downloads a day, is available for $39.99 a year. Be sure to also check out our other tutorials for After Effects and DaVinci Resolve Lite. We're growing a good deal and are looking forward to bringing you guys more tools to make your projects shine. That's all for today. Till next time, peace.